hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, an alert already. That is a host, Pix. Thank you very much for the host. Many hearts. Welcome. Wow, what is up with my webcam today, you guys? I do not know. My webcam is being very odd. Anyway, hi, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I don't know about you, but I am still very, very hype from today's announcement earlier. It has been a lot, but I am excited about it. Many things have been announced. It's a big deal. I am excited. And I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Dropped my sub day alert the other day. It's been 14 months. 14 months. Jeez. Pix has been around here for a while. But we love Pix. We love a Yumi as well. I see you there, Yumi. Hi, Yumi. Welcome, you guys. Today is a big day. So I don't know how many of you guys watching today were, watching the announcement earlier from Bethesda and ZeniMax, and it is just, I am very excited. I am extremely excited because Dark Heart of Skyrim, it is coming, and I am excited. I do not know that it is possible for me to be more excited than I am. I sort of soon, TM. Indeed. Hi, Chibi. How are you doing? Many hearts. Yes, they made the announcement earlier today that we were getting Dark Heart of Skyrim. Actually, the announcement was a couple of hours ago. So we were treated to a new cinematic. We got more information about what we have coming. It all looks so good, you guys. I cannot wait to get out there to Solitude and Morthal and just, see the rest of Skyrim. I mean, you guys should remember how I was just the first time I started riding through, the Rift and seeing Whiterun again. You guys remember how excited I was over that. Just, riding to the Way Shrines to get to the location for New Life Festival a couple years ago. I cannot even imagine how excited I am going to be when, I get to the path that leads up to Solitude. And, you see the bridge, the stone, and just, I am so excited. Also, yes, Lyris, please carry us to victory. Because Lyris is a goddess amongst women. And she is voiced by Jennifer Hale. And, we love Jennifer Hale here. I don't know if you guys know this. We love Jennifer Hale here. Oh god, her voice. Her voice is amazing. I was very excited to see Lyris in the cinematic we got. I may have squeaked a bit unnaturally when I realized that was Lyris. And I swear, every time I see her, it makes no sense whatsoever. But every time I see Lyris, my brain just starts singing. I don't know, you guys probably heard Steven Universe. The song that just immediately comes into my mind is All I Wanna Do Is See You Turn Into a Giant Woman. And, it doesn't make any sense, because she's already a giant woman. Her family canonically has giant blood. But, I don't know. That's the first place my brain goes. Maybe it's a little weird. I don't know. But I am excited. Because we have not seen Lyris in quite some time. And I am very excited to be able to run around with her again. In this house, we respect Jen Hale. Indeed. Indeed we do. Indeed we do, Yumi. Jen Hale, hype and respect. I am very excited. It's going to be an experience. I'm very excited about it. I need to figure out what I can afford to acquire. There will be eventually links that you guys can take advantage of. If you go to the ESO site right now, you can pre-order. If you want to pre-order it other ways, however, I will eventually collect like a list of some that, okay, full disclosure, will probably be affiliate links. Just because, you know, every little bit, I do get a little bit of that, no additional cost to you. But an affiliate link would give me a little bit of fundage that I can put towards other things for you guys. So just fair warning, some of those links would be affiliate links. But yes, that is a thing. Oh, I am hype. I am so hype. I don't know. I hope you guys are hyped too, because I certainly am. I'm just very excited to be able to go back to Skyrim for a little bit. It'll be fun, I think. It'll be a lot of fun. Usually there'd be like a whole bunch of announcements right now, but I don't actually have a whole lot on account of hype. However, I just want to remind you guys that drops are enabled today because it is announcement day. So if you guys do not have this already and, you know, you play ESO, make sure your Twitch account is linked to your ESO account for drops. Alternatively, I think your Steam account could be as well. It just, an account needs to be linked to your ESO account in order for that to work. Excellent, Yumi. But yes, make sure accounts are linked. Otherwise, shiny things cannot be acquired. Now, we've opened the Ouroboros crates that you guys get from those on this stream previously. I actually got one from watching the dev stream earlier, or the announcement stream earlier. So, I do have one to open with you, just so you guys can, you know, get a sense of what is in there. But you do have to actively be watching on a stream for, I think, like 10 minutes or so. There are a whole bunch of streamers that are live right now. There are still a whole bunch that are live, and they are down in Vegas right now, where the announcement was. I am extremely jealous, but props to them, really. But let us flip on over and do a thing, because I am hype. I don't know about you guys, but I am hype. And, you know, I want to also get through Elsweyr, because once I get through that, then I can really just be like complete hype for Dark Heart of Skyrim, which is coming up. And I am excited. I am very excited. I will try not to flail about the announcement the entire stream, but just expect the hype thing to be common tonight, you guys. I am very excited. It is probably obvious. I will apologize for precisely nothing. But yes. Now, you may notice I am in Elsweyr right now, because we do have some quests we gotta turn in over here. It would probably also help if, you know, audio was a thing. What the heck even is happening? I know I unmuted this. Oh, it's just being ridiculously quiet. That's fine. Wow. It is being really quiet. Do not know what the deal is today. But I did mention.
Well met, and good fortune to you.
So we have a couple of the Ouroboros crates. So these are the crates that you can get just from, watching the streams. Let us open and see what is inside.
Are you ready to reveal your rewards? Will you try again? This could be your lucky day.
So out of all of these things that we get in here, the restoration potions and the lethal poisons are the ones I tend to personally stock up on, because I use those the most. I don't care about the survivor elixirs, I don't really care about the mimic stones, but they are things that you get in here.
Sadly, you have no more crates, but you can always purchase more.
Well, this sure is an assortment of poison. I did say I needed more. I did not expect it to deliver in such a big way, though.
May luck follow you.
Additionally, though,
This one
I know I don't have, but you can also
around you today. He is sure you will get something good, and all you
just transfer things for gems and such,
and then we can begin.
which is what I usually do with a lot of the stuff I don't really care about that much, because I just, I like the gems a lot. Is it bad that I trade all the consumables for the gems? I wouldn't say bad, really. I use the poisons a lot, so for me, it's worth it to hold on to them. But I can see some people not really needing them. It's entirely a personal preference. Speaking of, I have to give Rigert some stuff. This is why we're over here, by the way.
My helpful friend. Rigert is pleased to see you return from the desert with your limbs intact. Did you find the misplaced package in Riverhold?
Yeah, but I had to reimburse the Dara for the delivery fee.
Ah, Rigert forgot about the fee. You will find this shocking, but Rigert forgets many things.
No,
Especially
really?
on the days he drinks mead. Which is all of the days. Don't be worried. Rigert will pay you back as soon as we finish this diplomatic mission.
Here's your package. I will get the honey flowers next.
Canon Reeve Jusdo of Alabaster. I am Rigert of Windhelm. On behalf of the Skald King, I present you with a gift of peace from the Nords to bring our cultures closer.
Is your gift rancid cabbage? Because it smells like rancid cabbage.
Not at all. Rigert brought our finest snowy saber-cat coats, although they may have been stored near cabbage. And the cabbage may have gone bad.
Your gift is clothes made from slaughtered cats? This isn't a peace offering, it is a war crime!
These are the finest coats in all of Windhelm. Who wouldn't want to be wrapped in our warm and luscious... cat skins?
Tell your Skald King that if he wants our war to continue, Queen Irene will be happy to oblige.
Rigert's message will be heard by Queen Irene, leader of the Aldmeri Dominion? Rigert feels so important.
Rigert, sweetie. No, sweetie. No. Rigert. This was not exactly your best plan.
Things are looking upward, friend. Gather honey.
Ugh. I do not know. Rigert needs a lot of help. He does not always think things through. The cat skins. In what universe did he really think that was going to be a good idea? I don't even know. Oh, the thing is, I'm pretty sure he was just assigned to do it. Like, I don't even think he really got a choice in the matter. He is trying his best, but it's not exactly good enough.
You cut a striking figure, Walker. There are... Ah, you again. How goes your holy work?
I acquired the offerings you requested.
Then the King of Thieves was watching over you. Ah, let's see. Ah, yes, this will do. Yes. Fine offerings for Rajin. Do not forget yourself when dividing spoils, or Rajin will think you a fool. Good thieves always take their cut. I bless you in the name of the sleek shadow. Fortune and fame are yours for the taking.
So you're some kind of priest?
Is Rajin a god? Do gods not have those who spread word of their deeds? This one is but a humble servant to a more deserving master.
Can you perform blessings and other services?
Of course, sneak one. This one does not need a temple to bend.
Ah, so I need to give him money. So we are not going to do that, but I would be curious to find out what his other things would be. We're not going to do that now. But it would definitely be very entertaining. Alright, let us get back to Elsweyr Shrine so we can resume our hunt, because we need to go find a key. So we need to get back into the palace, I believe. Shortened version of the main MSQ at this point. Things are going down, and we're trying to stop it as much as we can. Whoops, that is a loots message. I do not actually have loots up right now because, I forgot. Hype, I don't play, but I appreciate the fact that you are hype because I am hype. Many hearts. Yes, this is a very good time to remind you guys that if you want a completely free way to support the channel and myself, you guys can go to loots.com/Thionel. Oh geez, I got a Haj mad at me. Yes, you can go to loots.com/Thionel and just submit a thing. Thank you, Chibi. Whoa, jeez. Guess who was not expecting this? I was not expecting assault by Hajimoto. But Hajimoto is dead, so we're good. Jeez, I was not expecting that. I probably should have, considering I just sort of dropped down on a rock. But, you know, it is what it is. But yes, Loots, again, is a completely free way to support this channel. You guys go to loots.com/Thionel, and you can basically fill out a little thing and send a sponsored video message that will appear in the upper right-hand corner, like Chibi's did there. And doing so results in me getting, just a little bit of money for you guys not doing anything other than sending me a message. Cost you nothing. But it does help me out, so I can only encourage doing the thing. I am probably going the wrong way, it occurs to me. Also, it looks like there's a public dungeon down this way. I'm not going into the dungeon. But this is the thing. It's the Rimmon Necropolis, which I'm already calling it right now. It's probably going to be full of necromancers. Ain't nobody got time for that. Or at least I don't. Seek the tilted pillar, it says. Apparently that's up here. Tilted pillar. I do not really remember the directions I was given, but quest marker tells me to come up here. Oh geez. That's a Minotaur. These sure are Minotaur up here. Rimmon Master Key. Aneshi's Master Key to Rimmon Palace. It should open a door to the crypts underneath. Alright, now back to Rimmon. Oh jeez. How do I get down safely? I don't know that there is a way to get down safely. Oh jeez. Nope. Was that my smartest plan? No. Let's be real, it was not. But I mean, it mostly worked out. Lived. To quote a friend, we lived, so it's almost like we didn't fuck up at all. Longtime viewers of this channel will hopefully recognize the reference. Okay, so looks like we come over this way. You know, every time I see this giant thing over here, part of me just sort of wants to try to climb it. I know I can't, but part of me wants to.
Fiveclaw, over here. Tarn wants to speak to you.
Oh jeez. I made friends with the harpy. Who is left? Okay.
I assume you recovered the master key? Oh, fragrant, my friend. I have waited a long time to return to the palace. My home. Tarn will describe the plan to you. I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
You really grew up in the palace?
Do you doubt my claim, Fiveclaw? No, no. Sometimes I find it hard to believe as well. I was barely 13 when the soldiers attacked. My father, King Hemakar, thought the new emperor had sent troops to bolster our defenses. He was wrong.
Why did Euraxia attack Rimmon?
Not just Rimmon. All of Anequina. The usurper queen hired an army and conquered our land to assuage her pride, her greed. She wanted to be a queen, so she killed my parents and subjugated my people. With your help, that ends today.
How did you survive the execution of the royal family?
My father's bodyguard, the King's Claw, escorted me to an adeptorium. I insisted on visiting the Grand Adept of the Desert Wind, and my father acquiesced. We were there when Euraxia attacked. Later, he took me to Gareshri. I never saw him again.
This city, Rimmon, I believe I visited this place long ago. It was newer then, not quite as large, and there were definitely fewer Euraxians. I'm almost certain about that.
You're remembering more about the time before you became soul-shriven?
It seems that before I became the emaciated epitome of perfection standing before you, I was the miscreant the world knew as Cadwell the Betrayer. My recollections of that time are all jumbled up like pieces of broken pottery in a burlap sack.
What do you think changed you?
I've been wondering about that myself. Was it the transition from life to death? When I turned into a soul shriven, perhaps the centuries I spent wandering around scenic Cold Harbor? Who can tell? I'm just glad that I'm no longer a monumental ass.
So are we, Cadwell. Because I love you this way. Have you had any more visions through the eyes of your severed head?
I've seen things that would curdle the cream in your cabbage pie. My original head is a menace, and that necromancer, Zumog Foom, he's even worse. They collected a pile of body parts. I think they're me, or the old me. It's all quite confusing.
Are you sure you're up to helping us assault the palace?
Wouldn't miss it for all the shackles in Cold Harbor. I live for this kind of adventure. Besides, I want to make sure they don't get around to reassembling my old body. One of me is quite enough. Two is definitely out of the question.
I would agree, Cadwell.
I may not have figured out Chimera's true identity, but things have been hectic since I met her. Zamorak, though, he was easier to surmise. I recognized the bearing of the king's claw the moment I saw him. Did you find us a way into the palace?
The old Castellan suggests we enter through the crypts. He gave me the key.
The crypts. So that means another delightful trek through the sewers. The overwhelming stench of excrement still lingers from our last visit. Ah, well. I have another task for you to deal with first, however.
What do you need me to do?
The siege weapons aim down into the city. We need to disable them before Euraxia realizes she's under attack, or she'll destroy Rimmon just to spite us. Meet Nalado and destroy 2 of the installations. Chimera will take care of the 3rd.
Okay, wait a second. Do you think Zamorak was the king's claw?
Just thinking out loud. A habit I acquired during my time in the archives at White Gold Tower. Zamorak once served as a royal protector. From his bearing and the way he hovers near Chimera, he had to be one of the king's claws. It's quite obvious.
If you say so. I'll go help Captain Alado destroy the siege weapons.
Captain Nalado's waiting for you near the siege weapons. Work with her to put them out of commission. Once we see the weapons go up in flames, we'll head out and rendezvous with you at the sewer entrance.
Okay, wait a second though. Won't that also alert Euraxia to our presence?
I'm counting on it. After you and Nalado destroy the first 2 platforms and Chimera deals with the 3rd, Euraxia will order her troops into the streets to defend the city. That will mean fewer soldiers inside the palace to hamper our assault.
What are you going to be doing while we deal with the siege weapons?
Zamorak, Cadwell, and I will make our way to the sewers and deal with any Euraxians stationed there. Can't have them raise an alarm and alert my half-sister to our true intentions. Are you insinuating that my contributions are lacking?
So I have 2 options here. One of them being, no insinuations were intended, Tharn. Or an intimidate option of, not at all, you did plenty when you set the dragons free. I'm going to be nice and take the first one. But I am just really curious what this dialogue option results in. I will have to find out later when I replay this with like another character, but no insinuations were intended.
I thought you might be remarking on how spellcasting seems to leave me drained. Or perhaps you were implying that this was my fault for accidentally releasing the dragons from the halls of Colossus. No matter. Do your job, and I'll do mine.
Where should I meet Captain Alado?
The good captain waits near the palace. She went on ahead to scout the area and determine what opposition you might encounter at the siege weapon platforms. I appreciate that level of planning, especially since it's rare to see among the Khajiit.
Okay, so we're the strike force. What about Gareshri and the rest of the militia?
Someone needs to remain behind and organize what remains of the militia. The Speaker of the Main is best suited to the task. Besides, if we fail, though we won't, someone needs to respond when Euraxia unleashes death and destruction upon the city.
Well, I mean, hopefully. Okay.
I'll get to the far bastion. Best we don't travel together.
Right. Can I get there this way? No. Okay, I have to physically go up into the city.
Rejoice! Alkosh has come to save us.
You are with the
prayers
resistance
are
at
answered.
Arentia.
The
Right,
divines
Mons?
have brought salvation.
Okay. Gonna take back roads through Ribbon. Not that it's really going to matter. Where even am I? I'm on a side of the zone I don't usually come into.
I've lost hope.
Looks like they're betting over there. I don't know why I just tried to jump the gate when there was an easy way to go over there, but... Nalado.
5 Claw, good, good. We have work to do. Are you ready to disable the siege weapons and wreak some more havoc?
I'm ready. What's the plan?
The soldier guarding the gate to the south weapons platform appears bored. This one plans to give her something to get excited about. When she leaves her post, slip through the gate and set fire to the siege weapons. Be quick, 5 Claw.
Wait, there's only a single soldier guarding the south weapons platform?
At the gate, yes. This one observed a few more soldiers on the platform, but not many. The usurper queen feels secure in Rimmon. We're about to change that. After this one deals with the soldier, I will move on to the north platform. Meet me there.
All right.
Watch as Nalado becomes a sleek Euraxian soldier. Oh, how do they see with this thing on?
I don't need stealth.
She has been spotted in the market. Hurry!
Finally, some action.
Onto the platform. There's so many siege weapons to destroy, you guys. Okay, this is weird. Like, there should be guards or something. There's not. Oh, there's one. Nope. The reason why I missed there being guards is that they were dead when I got here. That would do it. Okay, now across the way to the other platform.
Nalado will deal with the soldier. Oh, this one can't wait to get out of this dungy armor. The south platform platform is under attack.
Stupid cats! Wait, I better warn my lieutenant first.
Ooh. Damn, Nalado.
Go, destroy the siege weapons. Nalado will clean up this mess.
Rip indeed. There we go. And one last one to set on fire.
Cyclo, this way! We should be able to watch Queen Carmira destroy the far platform from over here. She did it! Now let's meet the others at the sewer entrance.
Which is where? Down somewhere. Nalado, sweetie, I love you. I don't think running through Rimmon with your sword drawn is the best plan. Hey, Chimera.
Here come the others now.
There are too many of us. We need to split up.
I will go with Tarn. Captain Nalado can lead the others.
Barely queen for a day, and already she's giving orders.
A queen should not rush into danger. It is unseemly. This one should be at her side to keep her safe. Nalado will follow orders, though. We must make our way through the crypts and into the palace before Chimera gets into too much trouble, yes?
Is it really a good idea to split up our party?
Chimera is queen now, so this one must do as she says. There are dangers ahead, regardless of whether we stick together or not. But we have a better chance of reaching the usurper queen if we approach from multiple directions.
Well, Chimera can handle herself, and she'll be with Tharn.
Yes, and if anything happens to our new queen, this one will have Tharn's head on a platter. We waste too much time, Five Claw. Are you ready to enter the sewers and find the door to the crypts?
Let's go.
I'll scout ahead. Tally-ho!
Cadwell. Okay, as we load in, I'm calling this right now. This is not going to end well for anybody. Because at this point, I think we're only like halfway through the main story quest, so there is more that is going to come and bite us in the butt. Yeah, like we're not even halfway through the main story quest. We are, like, something is going to happen and wind up biting us in the butt.
Everyone, unsheathe your claws.
There is the door to the crypts. Let us see if the master key still works.
Nalado will guard the rear. You go ahead and find a way into the palace.
Oh yeah, we get to go with
This one
Zamorak.
hasn't visited these crypts in a long, long time. When Zamorak served as the King's Claw, he regularly patrolled these old passages. Whoever defends Euraxia doesn't appear to be quite as vigilant. Wait, there is a scent. Undead. Be careful, Five Claw.
Of course there's undead. Why wouldn't there be undead in a crypt? Especially in a place where necromancers are currently operating. I mean, if you think about it, it's not that surprising. Oh, that's a giant zombie. That is a giant zombie. Oh, the green is okay. The green, I can stand it. Oh, that's right. I wanted to look in here, see if there was anything interesting. Nope, just looks like a bunch of... Oh, soul gems. I needed those. Part of me feels slightly bad taking stuff from the dead, but, I mean, they're dead. They're not using it. Alright, as we go further... Oh, jeez. And try to be sneaky. If I can be sneaky, it sort of incapacitates the mobs for a few seconds. And that is incredibly handy. I don't need to go this way. Why am I going this way? I don't know why I'm going this way, honestly. Nope. Okay, we are almost there. I seem... Oh, there's Zamorak. Thought I lost him for a second. That would have been bad.
Wait. This is the royal crypt, but it has been disturbed.
Zamorak, what's... Hemakar, bringer of peace, beloved father, honored king of Inequina. Now he prowls the sands beyond the stars until the next pounce.
They took his body. They desecrated the king's grave. And from the looks of it, the queen's and Kamira's siblings as well.
Why would Eurexia dig up the royal family?
Zamorak has no clue. This royal crypt was prepared when King Hemakar ascended to the throne and married Queen Numara. Why inter the bodies and then dig them up 6 years later?
Could it have been Zumag Fum or one of his necromancers?
Dark moons. This one hopes that is not the case. To even think such a thing makes Zamorak's fur stand on end. We should hurry and find Kamira. Find the queen.
That is probably exactly what happened.
The palace, and quickly.
Eurexia not only murdered our king and queen, she desecrated their graves! She's a monster!
I mean, I will not argue. Back into the palace we go. Where we will likely get our asses handed to us because we still have like half of a story arc to go. I am nervous. I am very nervous, you guys.
We can reach the royal chambers through the Chapel of the Guiding Moons and the Great Hall.
Okay, so far so good. Oh geez, Uraxian. Easier to do if we're stealthed. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. I am just making it up. In retrospect, probably should have left this room alone. Because there was a poor guy just doing his job in here. Oh well, too late now.
That's far enough. Queen Euraxia doesn't want to be disturbed.
Well, it's a good thing we're not asking permission then.
Aura can restore your will.
The Chapel of the Guiding Moons is just ahead. It's the necromancer, Zumag Foom. They locked us in.
Queen Euraxia will be delighted to hear that we have guests.
Oh, look, more cats. I do adore flaying and then roasting the nasty creatures.
If you'll excuse us, we have another member of your party to deal with.
I'm of two minds. I want to watch your cadavers tear these cheeky mudcrabs apart, but I also want to deal with my inferior duplicate. What to do? What to do?
Oh. Oh, this is going to be fun.
More undead!
Yep. Did I not say before we came in here that this is going to bite us in the butt? Rude. Samarak, whatever you're doing, hurry it up.
Go. Zamarak will guard the house.
Oh boy.
Go left while this one goes right. We will meet in the royal chambers.
Oh, this is so gonna bite us later. Yep.
Destroy me! Destroy you? No, we're simply correcting a mistake of nature.
We will transfer your duplicate's animus into you, head. But our time with Queen Euraxia has reached its end. Come along.
Please, not like this. Try smashing these glass baubles.
Oh geez, Cadwell. Sorry.
Well, that wasn't pleasant. You go on. I'll be along in a snap.
Are you okay?
Believe the audacity, trying to absorb my essence. Really?
What were they doing to you?
I'm not quite sure of the particulars. You'd be surprised how little of the necromantic arts I managed to pick up, even after all that time in Cold Harbor. Anyway, I think that vile head wanted, well, me, I suppose.
Sumak Fu mentioned they were abandoning Euraxia. Do you have any idea what that means?
From what I've heard, she really is a terrible ruler. And did you know she's Abner's sister? Family, am I right? The necromancer told the head that it was time to make a deal with a more powerful master, whatever that means.
Will you be all right now?
I'm feeling a bit deflated, really. Probably wouldn't be worth a dented soup spoon in a fight right now. Need a bit of a lie down. Maybe two. You go ahead. The royal chambers are right up the stairs. I'll join you as soon as I can.
Okay. Really hope he's okay. I worry about him. What with everything.
There. Make haste. Euraxia is in the palace courtyard with Mulamnir. Be cautious. We need to know what Euraxia and the dragon are planning before we attack.
The moon gate you seek lies to the southwest. Zumog Fum has the key. Now, about my request.
The necromancers have already agreed to serve Calgrontid. You no longer interest us, Euraxia Thorn.
How dare you! We had a deal!
Yeah, I could have told you that was gonna happen.
Now, my incompetent half-brother and... Aha! The lost princess returns. Nalado! Here. Your parents have missed you so, princess.
Oh, rude!
I never liked you, Abner. Now do me a favor and just die!
I'll take down that shield. You deal with the undead.
That is low! I know that's, sort of what Euraxia does, but come on!
The shield is down!
I'll destroy you all!
Yeah, so you say that, honey, but...
Feel the wrath of Euraxia Thorn!
Yet the wrath of Euraxia Tharn is not that much.
We can mourn Nalado later. I need to see the throne.
Once this all began, I knew Euraxia would need to be dealt with. But sending Chimera's murdered parents against us, death was too easy an end for my half-sister. I'm concerned that the dragons continue to work with the necromancers, though.
You don't have any regrets about killing your sister?
Half-sister. And do I really seem like the sentimental type to you? Euraxia may be gone, but Mulamnir mentioned his leader, Calgrontid. He said the necromancers were helping them, and Euraxia said something about a moon gate to the southwest.
Maybe Chimera or Gereshri can tell us about it?
Perhaps. The next queen of Anequina said there's no time to mourn the dead, but I worry what happened here could affect her judgment. Let's get to the throne room and try to figure out why the dragons need necromancers and a moon gate.
I have several concerns, you guys. Oh, that is a Lewis message. Did you know you can send Lewis messages every 15 minutes for Thionel the Adorable? Chibi. Chibi, you are adorable. Many hearts. Thank you. You guys, though this is getting very serious. I do not know how I feel about any of this. Oh boy.
We will deal with the fallen later. I fear more pressing matters must concern us now. May the dark take Euraxia! She sent my own parents against us, and killed the brave and honorable Nalado! But we have no time to mourn. We must determine what the dragons seek at the ancient moon gate.
Chimera, those were your parents, and Captain Nalado died defending you. Are you sure?
Do not presume to tell me how I should feel. I am the queen now, and I do not have the luxury or the time to grieve. Fiveclaw, those were not my parents. They were animated husks, nothing more. And I will remember Nalado's sacrifice. After
what?
After we finish saving Elsweyr from the dragons. You are still with me in this, Fiveclaw. You and Abner Thorn both. We ended one threat, but two more remain. I will go on without you, but I would rather have you at my side for what is to come.
I'm with you. How do we stop the dragons?
The war is far from over. Even a queen needs to consult with such learned personages as Garish Ree and Abner Tarn every now and then. Take this in recognition of your efforts on our behalf, Fiveclaw. Then talk to Garish Ree. I need to think.
You guys. We got a house out of this. What?
This throne. For too long, a tyrant has sat upon it. But now...
The men must recognize you as the heir of Anequina. But the people already cheer your name.
Finally, this palace is a labyrinth. Did I miss anything?
Yeah. Just a bit. Hall of the Lunar Champion from Seviza, Moon Bishop of Rimmon. Five-clawed warrior, in recognition of your service to Northern Elsweyr and our rightful Queen Chimera, Moon Bishop Sizaba hereby grants you stewardship over the Hall of the Lunar Champion. Our ancestors dedicated this temple to the legendary hero Kunzari. Alas, the raking claws of time have reduced it to a shell of its former glory.
Sen, dead 5 months.
Hi E, thank you for the resub, much appreciated. Let's see. Even so, some relics remain intact. In ancient times, 4 enchanted tablets allowed adventurers to walk in the footsteps of Kunzari. 3 are lost to history, but 1 remains. Place this tablet on the Joan Light altar and take the first step to restoring this hall to its former glory. Moons bless you. Well, we're definitely going to be doing that after we're done here.
Chimera's parents would be proud of how she has stepped forward in these dark times. Moons, I am proud of her. While Chimera gathers her thoughts, the rest of us have work to do. Tell me, what happened in the palace?
Well, we killed Euraxia, but Nalado died and the dragons and necromancers are still working together.
You bring news both welcome and grim. But we can neither celebrate a victory nor mourn the good captain until later, I fear. We need to determine why the dragons are willing to associate with wielders of dark magic.
I heard them mention a moon gate to the southwest. Calgrontid seems interested in it.
Could they be interested in the moon gate of Anequina? It lies in that direction. I wonder if this pertains to Euraxia's final order. A soldier mentioned it after we captured her, but she refused to elaborate. Maybe you can help Tharn find out more.
I'll help Tharn determine the significance of it.
Even now, Abnor Tharn searches through the documents in the royal study, seeking information concerning this final order. Despite his show of indifference, Euraxia was his half-sister. Her death is bound to affect him. I suggest that you tread warily.
You're worried about Abner Tharn.
Worried? No. That would imply I had any feelings toward the man whatsoever. I'd say I'm more concerned that his nonchalant attitude toward his sister's death might be hiding his true emotions. I trust that he's here to help, but he's still a Tharn.
Point. Ooh, so many books. Just a reminder, if you're new to this game, read all the books on the bookshelves. Because some of these may contain skill ups, they may contain important lore. You never know. Oh, these might be important for the quest, but you will look at them after we're done talking to Abner.
When you look at the world as lines on a map, it all seems so small and insignificant. I was trying to determine the meaning of this document, but so far the secret eludes me.
I came to offer my help. Did you find out anything about Euraxia's final order?
I found a letter, but it's not complete. Looks like a scribe's dictation. I've been searching for more, but I haven't made much progress through the royal stacks. With your help, perhaps the search will go more quickly.
Tell me about the dictated letter you found.
It alludes to an order Euraxia was preparing to deliver shortly before our assault on the palace. It mentions a Captain S, the Cygnus Irregulars, and a favor for the dragons, but gives no indication as to who they are or what the favor might be.
Speaking about that, about your half-sister...
We did what had to be done. Think no more about it. If you hadn't ended Euraxia, I certainly would have. Now, look around and see if you can find anything pertaining to this unfinished letter. I'm sure it refers to Euraxia's final order.
I'll see what I can find.
This study contains documents from when the Khajiit ruled Rimmon, as well as papers that cover the span of Euraxia's rule. So many, many papers. She was a prolific writer, I'll give her that. At least she didn't destroy her files before she died.
All right, let's go looking for things. Captain's letter. Euraxia's journal. Dragons, a report for the queen. Where do we go? Where do we go? Necromancers, a report for the queen. Aligning myself with you has proven futile. Well, your royal majesty. Aligning myself with you has proven fruitful for both of us. You get an unyielding army of undead at your disposal, while I get an unlimited supply of bodies with which to practice my craft. If only some other visionary ruler had thought to employ my services sooner, think how far the dark arts could have been progressed. With corpses aplenty and Euraxian mercenaries to command, we have assembled a number of cadaver forges where we can raise and store the undead. Unfortunately, even sites such as the Scar and the Necropolis cannot contain all the bodies we need to create the massive army you imagine. We need more prisoners to feed into our forges. My followers eagerly await the next shipment and are ready to process them immediately. Also, I happily report that the search for the betrayer's body parts continues apace. We should have all of the component pieces necessary to reconstruct the betrayer very soon. I reiterate that the betrayer is the key to maintaining and securing the continued support of the dragons. One more thing. Have you issued the order yet to take care of that problem I discovered hiding in the wilderness? Mulamnir and his brethren will be much more cooperative, I assure you, once your assassination squad deals with such a minor though annoying threat. Zumog Foom, Lord of the Dark Arts. Huh. Don't know what that's about. Hi, Grim! Welcome, welcome. We have murdered Euraxia, and now we're just trying to figure out what else the dragons are up to. It's a whole thing. Plus, I'm still hyped from the Dark Heart of Skyrim announcement earlier. Hope you guys are as hype as I am. Let's see, this particular letter. Your Royal Majesty, my trained squad of elite assassins is ready to perform whatever services you require. However, since my assassins are few in number, it would be prudent to provide us with support in the form of auxiliary troops. If I may be so bold, I suggest granting me the authority to commandeer soldiers from the Cygnus Irregulars. I need to stop at Sandswirl Manor anyway to collect Prefect Kalo's report on the last Dragon Guard. Besides, any chance to stick a knife in that haughty Imperial always appeals to me. He considers my mercenaries to be inferior to his troops, and I hate him for that. Captain Solinia. I'm assuming that's the Captain S he mentioned.
Captain Solinia. That must be Captain S. And the Cygnus Irregulars are Imperial troops under the command of Prefect Kalo at Sandswirl Manor.
Alright, so the bat is a separate thing. Apparently, you need to murder a quote-unquote boss monster. And then eventually that will make its way to you. Now, the boss monster can be essentially anything. It can be like the final boss from a delve, I believe, can be a boss from a dolmen, or you're going to be in an area where... Oh god, what is it? What do you have in Somerset? My god, I've forgotten what even all is in Somerset anymore. The geysers. Those are a thing. Do more research. Anything with purple either side of their health. Yes. But yes, that is what you must do for bat acquisition. It's eventually going to show up to you. It's not going to be like an instant acquisition. Yeah. So we don't get the bat until like the 22nd. They want to give people enough time to actually do the thing. But we will eventually get it. There's me murdering this poor bandit queen over and over and over. I mean, you could theoretically do that. Nothing's stopping you. Let's see, this was Euraxia's journal. Khajiit myths and legends continue to intrigue me. After all, it was the stories of Kunzari as told by the Moon Singers that led me to the Wrathstone and allowed me to trick my blundering half-brother into releasing the dragons from the halls of Colossus. I wonder what else might be waiting for me in the remaining tales of Kunzari. You've been killing this bandit queen for an hour? Grim, that is overkill. That is overkill, my friend. I mean, I don't blame you, but that's kind of overkill. Let's see. Certainly the significance of the betrayer whose disgusting head follows my chief necromancer around like a sad little puppy. He came to us from those legends, and the need for the Moon Gate, though I must admit, at least here in my private notes, that a complete understanding of the metaphysics behind it all still eludes me. Meanwhile, I understand that our investigation into the rumors of a last surviving member of the Dragon Guard here and elsewhere finally come to fruition. We can eliminate this potential threat and show Cal Grantid the true value of our partnership. I look forward to studying Prefect Kalo's report in greater depth. If the Infernal Man ever agrees to send it to me.
Old Khajiit legends and rumors of a last Dragon Guard. Intriguing.
Dragons, a report for the Queen. To Her Exalted Majesty, Queen Euraxia, this report summarizes my conclusions concerning the dragons that have made their presence known throughout northern Elsweyr. The dragon that calls itself Mulamnir refers to an even more powerful creature known as Kalgrontid. He has provided dragons to support our efforts against the Khajiit rebels. These massive beasts have been instrumental in many of our victories, just as you predicted. If only we could convince Mulamnir to lend us more than a single creature at a time, we could retake control of the entire region. Unfortunately, the dragons seem incapable or unwilling to discern a difference between our troops and the enemy. They take no care to avoid friendly casualties and seem to revel in destruction no matter the target. I fear our control of these creatures is haphazard at best. My recommendation follows. Order Mulamnir to instruct the dragons to obey the chain of command. Weapons work best when we can maintain complete control over their actions. Also, we must perform a service for the dragons to steal our alliance. I suggest we send an assassination squad to eliminate the last dragon guard believed to be hiding in the Elsweyr wilderness. Centurion Jagus, royal strategist, to the Queen.
Control dragons? What folly. But what was that about killing the last dragon guard? I think you found everything I need to fill in the blanks. Let's talk. The documents you uncovered allow me to make sense of this unfinished dictation. I believe I now know the contents of Euraxia's final order.
So what was it?
Euraxia ordered Captain Solinia to assassinate a dragon guard in an effort to appease the dragons. Solinia plans to commandeer as many additional soldiers as necessary from Prefect Kalo at Sandswell Manor and retrieve a report.
Dragon guard? I don't understand.
Neither do I, at least not fully. The Dragon Guard were the sworn protectors of the Imperial Emperor. At least they were until they fell out of favor. Euraxia has ordered her assassins to murder what she claims to be the last Dragon Guard.
The last Dragon Guard.
Don't ask me. The Dragon Guard I knew failed to protect the potentates and were disbanded in disgrace. They claimed to have descended from legendary Akaviri dragon hunters. But that's all it was. A legend. We need to get to Sandswell Manor.
I'll head there and find Prefect Kalo as soon as I can.
We can't take any chances. Euraxia's final order directs her assassins to murder the last Dragon Guard. If the dragons consider this threat real, we need it on our side. Meet me west of the city, on the outskirts of Sandswell Manor.
Do you know anything about Captain Solinia or Prefect Kalo?
Kalo is mentioned in Garesh Rhee's intelligence reports. He commands a garrison of troops in an estate seized when they conquered the region. As for Solinia, I've never heard of her. But an assassination squad, they're never a good thing.
Alright, let's go. Something like that, yeah.
Fremen cowards?
They're just afraid, Chimera. Remember, the dragons still darken the skies overhead.
But we need to replenish our forces. I fear there are more battles ahead.
You carry the weight of the kingdom, Chimera, but the crown is not yet yours.
Yes, yes. I must be recognized by the Main and Queen Eren. Which reminds me, has the Dominion sent us any aid?
A few advisors, some gold, but no troops. We are on our own.
Seems like an issue.
Give me good news, Five Claw. I could use some right about now.
Euraxia's final order. She sent an assassination squad to kill the last Dragon Guard.
Dragon Guard? I leave this investigation to you and Tarn. Garesh Rhee and I need to figure out how to bolster our defenses and prepare our forces. He even wants to send troops to defend the moon gate of Anequina.
I heard you talking. The Dominion really isn't sending any troops?
Unfortunately, we are only a small part of Queen Eren's domain. She sent us advisors and gold to purchase weapons and mercenaries, but her troops are committed to the Alliance War. I will convince my people to join the militia. I have to.
I mean, hopefully.
Chimera and I must work to win the hearts and minds of the people of Rimmon. And I still need to discover the significance of the moon gate of Anequina. Perhaps I'll send some troops to defend the place. Just in case.
I mean, definitely cannot hurt anything.
This one will watch over Queen Chimera. She may not have agreed to let Zamorak resume his post as the King's Claw yet, but she will come around in time. Until then, no harm will befall the Queen. This Zamorak so swears.
And then we have everybody else so completely serious. And here we have Cadwell juggling apples. Or pumpkins or something. I'm not sure what exactly it is he's juggling, but he's juggling something. Eggs? I don't know what they are.
I found a set of round orb-like objects sitting on a forgotten shelf here in the palace. They're the perfect shape for juggling. Turns out I'm good at juggling. Who knew? And I find it strangely soothing after all that mayhem and fisticuffs.
As he does. It is true. I mean, it's Cadwell. Cadwell's gonna do what Cadwell does. Regardless. Alright, so let us go check out the house that we have newly acquired. This is it right over here. The Hall of the Lunar Champion. For context, we're about halfway through the main story arc. We got this as a result of that. So this is our home in Elsweyr, the Hall of the Lunar Champion. Let us see what is inside. Just from this loading screen, it looks like once it's furnished, it should be very pretty. I feel like this space is going to primarily be my Khajiit's, but to awaken the hall and highlight the other altars, use the housing editor to place the furnishing Behold the Lunar Champion on the Jonelight altar. Okay. So we need to do a thing. What do we need to do? So we are going to put this here. It would probably help if this was aligned properly and, you know, actually the way it should be on here. I think that is good enough. It's sort of floating. It's fine. But apparently placing that lights this up, which is pretty cool. I'm assuming over time we're going to be able to, like, clear out this rubble over here. And we can make this really look nice. But right now, all we can really do is put that tablet down and start lighting up this house. One day, it will be beautiful. Today is not that day. One day it will be beautiful, though. Alright, so where are we going? We need to meet up with somebody. Where are we meeting up with them? Over that way, because Sand Swirl is that way. I do like the fact that we apparently acquired a house out of it. I don't know why that amuses me, it just sort of does. I don't think we've really gotten homes as quest rewards before. Now, full disclosure, I'm not that well versed in the housing system in this game. I'm not very good at it, to be honest. That is literally the only reason why I'm not, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm kind of curious to play with it and see if, me doing things possibly spruces the home up a bit. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, we need to go this way. So you need to talk to who's over this way.
An Imperial garrison housed in a Khajiiti estate. My half-sister spared no expense, I see. Prefect Kalo commands a full complement of soldiers, mostly seasoned Imperials and not the Nibonese mercenaries that make up Euraxia's main forces. It's probable that Sorlinia and her assassination squad is here as well, so I advise caution.
Do you think we'll have to fight our way in?
I prefer to avoid unnecessary bloodshed, of course, but these are enemy forces. We must do what we must to complete our mission. I'll work my way down from the upper levels of the house. You find your own entrance and we'll meet somewhere inside.
All right, I'll meet you inside.
Try not to alert the entire garrison to our presence, and keep an eye out for Captain Sorlinia or anything related to Euraxia's final order. We need to determine where the assassination squad plans to strike if we're going to save the Dragon Guard.
Tell me more about them.
As I said, the Dragon Guard I knew were the Emperor's protectors. I suspect this has more to do with legends that speak of their role as dragon hunters of old. Idle speculation isn't going to accomplish anything. If I were younger...
Your age? Is that what's bothering you?
I feel the weight of my years, and it gets worse the longer this goes on. In my younger days, I would have already corralled the dragons and banished the necromancers to a forgotten plane of oblivion. Enough of this. I'll meet you inside.
Let's go. We're gonna break in. Sort of. Looks like, what is this? Is this in the walls or outside of them? Okay, I think that might actually be inside. Wasn't sure. Needed to check. Sometimes with these things, it's very hard to figure out where the quest markers actually are unless you wind up like doing a perimeter sweep. Unlocking a gate. Have I mentioned I'm terrible with this lockpick system? Because I kind of am. Captain Selenia's instructions. By order of Queen Euraxia, the garrison previously commanded by Prefect Kalo is now under my control. Due to his refusal to follow the orders handed down to me directly from Queen Euraxia, Prefect Kalo has been found guilty of treason and imprisoned for his insubordination. Effective immediately, all Cygnus irregulars are to support the efforts of the Euraxian troops under my command. Due to this development, the doors to the manor's main house will be temporarily sealed to serve as a prison and command center for my senior officers. Once Prefect Kalo is transported for sentencing, this restriction will be lifted. If you need access to the manor house during this period, see Lieutenant Talia. For now, she's the only officer who can provide entry to the cellars. From there, you can reach the main levels of the house. Those soldiers selected to join the assassination squad will receive orders shortly pertaining to our mission to find and terminate the last Dragon Guard. Captain Selenia. Sounds like it's time to find a key and go robbing. Exactly. Exactly. That is exactly what time it is. Hopefully once I open this, Now that it's been unlocked, it'll stay unlocked, but I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat.
Rude. Okay. She's over this way. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to murder a guard. Nope, we're trying not to murder people. I don't know why I'm trying not to murder people. But here we are. Oh look, she's already dead. Letter for Vittoria. Vittoria, Selenia's assassins got me in the gut. Found a place to hide, but don't have long. Check the well, hid a key in the bucket. Unlock cellar door in the stables. That's your way to Kalo and the rest of the irregulars. I always loved you. That would be kind of sweet if, you know, we weren't talking Euraxian soldiers. Okay, so I can either pick her pocket. Possibly. Oh, no, wait. Snatch. Key stolen. Now to get into the house. Oh my god, I did not have to unlock this at all. I could literally just walk over here. I feel very silly, you guys. That would be sweet if she wasn't part of a homicide army bent on racial extermination. It's true. It's true. Woohoo! We made it. Into the cellar.
How good of you to join me. Let's talk.
Thorn!
We need to speak quickly. I doubt I'll remain undiscovered for very long.
You really like to show off your magic, don't you?
This projection, a simple spell. Nothing to it, really. But that's not what I want to discuss. I'm hiding in an empty servant's quarters at the moment. I discovered that Prefect Kalo is no longer in charge here. In fact, he's been arrested.
Yeah, I figured that out. Why would the Euraxians arrest one of their own officers?
That's the thing. Prefect Kalo isn't really one of the Euraxians. His cohort of Imperials accompanied my half-sister into Rimmon, but he's been a vocal opponent of her coup and subsequent claim of rulership. Apparently, he refused another order.
Well, where are they hiding him?
Kalo's probably being held on one of the lower levels. See if you can find him. He should be able to tell us more about the Dragon Guard and Sorlinia's orders. Wait a moment. I'm about to have company. I'll find my way to you as soon as I can.
All right, I'll try to find him. Because the basement, if I remember correctly, being used as a prison. Why, yes, I am raiding their shit. Why not? Not here. You don't see me. Okay, gonna have to knife this guy in the back. Because otherwise, dude is going to attack me, and, you know, that's just not cool. Oh, of course! Of course! Entire area full of Euraxians. Okay. Taking that soul gem. I love how that guy's crying out. There are Euraxians in this room behind me, and none of them come over here to even look. You'd think they'd be like, oh hey, one of our people is potentially being murdered. Maybe we should check that out. Apparently, no. Positions like that are perfect for Dark Brotherhood. It's just a shame you get a quarter XP for assassinations. See, I haven't done the Dark Brotherhood stuff yet. Shh. That is for after Elsweyr. But I do own it. But I have not done it yet.
Interesting. You're not one of Euraxia's mercenaries. I'm Prefect Kalo, commander of the Cygnus Irregulars. And you're that outsider working with the Khajiit militia. I expected you hours ago. Well, let's not dawdle. You have an assassination squad to stop, I assume, so if you'd open my cell?
Okay, wait a second. How do you know who I am?
It's elementary. I pay attention to every significant event that occurs in the region. Comes with my job description. I have agents, spies, and informers from Riverhold to Rimmen. The dossier on you could choke a Wamasu. Now, about this door...
Okay, first, tell me why they locked you up.
I'm an Imperial without an Emperor. My cohort was assigned to accompany Euraxia on a fact-finding mission. She turned it into a conquest. I tried to temper her more violent tendencies, but her mercenaries outnumber my legionaries by a wide margin.
So, why lock you up now?
I refused a direct order. Wouldn't give Solinia my soldiers or my file on the last Dragon Guard. So, here I am. How about this? You can find a copy of the report in my office. If the information it contains helps you, then come back and set me free.
Okay, you seem unusually willing to cooperate with an ally of the rightful Khajiit Queen.
I'm a reasonable man. I have no great love for this land, but neither do I want to see it destroyed. Dragons were the last straw. In other words, this is me making a stand. You can find a copy of the Dragon Guard report in my office upstairs.
Huh. I am perplexed by this guy, but I kind of like it. Did end up making a necromancer, not what I was expecting. Kind of wanted to roam around with 3 or 4 skeletons. Yeah, the skeletons you get are brief. They are very brief. Tell me about Captain Solinia.
She burst into my office with orders from Euraxia, demanded I provide soldiers to support her assassination squad, then commanded that I turn over my file on this so-called last Dragon Guard. I politely refused both requests, and she had me arrested.
What's an assassination squad?
An elite unit of mercenaries. They're rabid dogs that Euraxia points at her enemies. They like to kill, and they're extremely good at it. With the urging of the dragons, she pointed them at their current target, the so-called last Dragon Guard.
Yeah, that was Euraxia's final order. She issued it right before I killed her.
Well, that puts a new spin on the situation. Solinia took my file. Then she and her soldiers went to assassinate this supposed last Dragon Guard to appease Euraxia's dragon allies. There's a copy of the file in my office, but I suggest you hurry.
What can you tell me about the Dragon Guard?
Not much. I never got around to reviewing the report. You can read it yourself in my office. For some reason, this rumor of a last Dragon Guard inspired Euraxia's ire. Maybe because the legends say they were once renowned dragon hunters?
So Euraxia wasn't sent to conquer Rimmen.
Conquer Rimmen? Euraxia was sent on imperial business to a province that owed us fealty. There was no reason to conquer a place we historically controlled. No. She decided to make her own play for power while Emperor Varen was otherwise engaged.
And you went along with that?
It was complicated. Look, our quick visit turned into an invasion. Euraxia contracted an army of Nibonese mercenaries to back her up. And then the Emperor disappeared and his empire collapsed. We were stuck here without orders or assistance.
Yeah, so the whole reason I think that the necromancers are the way they are right now, Grim, is because necromancy is technically a very much like an offense in Tamriel. So you can't use certain abilities as it is without triggering the justice system. So you running around with an army of skeletons all the time, yeah, you're just going to get in trouble with literally everybody. Not a good time for you. Or anyone, really. No, the Lord was just hoping for a dedicated pet class. You might have slightly better luck with, whichever one of the sorcerer trees allows for these. Because you get Daedric friends to keep with you for always. I'm personally not a fan of them, but it is certainly a thing that can be done. Warden 2. Warden, one of the skill lines does have a bear ult. Yeah, I saw that, not my thing. Never been much of a demon summoner. That's fair. That is fair. It's funny how it's okay to walk around with Daedra, but not a skeleton. I know, right? It is very weird. I don't get it either. Like, the Daedra that the sorcerers summon are somehow acceptable to the rest of Tamriel, but multiple skeletons are not. I do not know. Daedra can consent? I mean, maybe. Still, though, like, Daedra... Nobody really likes Daedra, is the thing. So, like, I don't understand. I still don't really get why they're okay, but everything else isn't. Also, yes, we are rating literally everything because we can. Books on the Night Mother. Which is weird. Like, that's not a thing you should have in a study. Okay. Dragon Guard report. Duplicate copy of a report prepared by Centurion Felixia, intelligence officer assigned to the Cygnus Irregulars. We began looking into reports of a surviving member of the disgraced and disbanded Dragon Guard hiding in the wilderness of northern Elsweyr. First, in regards to Euraxia Tharn's interest, contacts in Rimmon inform us that she has ordered a thorough search of the royal archives to turn up every scrap of information the Khajiit have gathered on the subject. It seems that the legends pertaining to the Order's ancient origins as dragon hunters of renown has caught her imagination. Whether this is because of the dragons are also interested in the matter, we have yet to ascertain. Consulting with Moonsingers has turned up contradictory information. One keeper of stories claims that an entire Dragon Guard legion has been hiding in the Scar since the dragons disappeared in the ancient past. Another tells me that a single caretaker remains, guarding the secrets of the ancient order in a hidden sanctuary. Contacts in the Mages Guild confirm that records kept by the Magisters acknowledge that the Dragon Guard do trace their practices to those of the Akaviri dragon hunters of old. And, while most of the Order gave up those traditions after the dragons disappeared to become guardians of the Emperors, some documents claim that a small number continued to train in the old ways to keep the knowledge of dragon fighting alive in the event of their return. Here's a promising lead. A contact at the Stitches claims to have visited a hidden Akaviri shrine deep in the western Scar. Stories told over drinks claim the place is haunted and studded with deadly traps. Some also indicate that a single Dragon Guard, the last surviving member of the Order, they claim, maintains the shrine and waits for the day when the Order will once more be needed. Huh.
I see you found the report. Now we can continue our conversation without being separated by those inconvenient bars.
How did you get out?
There you are. And I see you've captured Prefect Kalo. I presume he surrendered without a fight?
It wasn't so much captured as it was... I don't know how he got out, actually. I didn't let him go. I am confused.
Don't look so shocked. My irregulars are very good at what they do. It was simple enough for them to sneak in and set me free. Now, what did you learn from the report? Anything that will help us stop Captain Solinia and her assassination squad?
Us. Why would you want to help stop the assassination of the Dragon Guard?
As I said, we were never willing participants in Euraxia's conquest of northern Elsweyr. My irregulars did as little as possible to advance her agenda, and we worked to sabotage it as often as not. Besides, have you forgotten about the dragons?
What about the dragons?
The dragons won't stop after they kill or subjugate the Khajiit. We're in as much danger as everyone else. If Lord Garesh-Ri pardons my soldiers, we'll help fight the dragons. But we're going to need the Dragon Guard. Do you know where he is?
The report suggests the last Dragon Guard is hiding in an Akaviri shrine in the Scar.
Grand Chancellor, I propose that you get Garesh-Ri to pardon the Cygnus Irregulars so we can form an alliance.
An alliance? Interesting. Comrades would be helpful in the battles to come. I'll return to Rimmon, plead Kalo's case, and send someone to help you. Meanwhile, I suggest you start your search for the shrine at the Stitches.
Sneaky man is very sneaky. What even? I didn't even let him out. Dude let himself out. Like, that doesn't really engender a whole lot of trust, but I do appreciate the fact.
One of Kalo's pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat.
I do appreciate the fact that dude is more than willing to, work against the Imperial forces and, the Necromancer that are around here. I can appreciate that. Oh. Nope, do not want to be seen. I got through here without murdering a whole bunch of them. I'd like to keep that going. Alright, so where are we going? We are going back over to the Stitches, because of course we are. We're closer to Rimmon, so. I originally wanted to do all of this story in order, but I need to be level 50 for the Wrathstone dungeon. Fun fact, I didn't actually do the Wrathstone dungeons. Or the dungeons between this and the Dragon Guard chapter that come after it. I did not. I just did basically the prologue quest that you can pick up somewhere, and that was it. As far as prologue stuff went. At least for me. I sometimes wonder about how certain quests would feel if you were playing certain races. Like if you were Imperial fighting against Imperials. I do wonder about that. The fun thing is there are some dialogue options, at least in Elsweyr, where if you're a necromancer, there will be lines of dialogue to the effect of, you know I'm a necromancer, right? Which I think is hysterical. But yeah, it's all good. I just want to see the story of how this all went to hell. It went to hell quite spectacularly. Let's be fair. The bit of the prologue I did was very much hell. And I helped. don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Let's see. You held the early Daggerfall quest involving werewolves gets you some unique dialogue if you are one. I did not know that. Like, I know there's even some dialogue options, at least in the Pact. I don't know about any of the other zones because I never really checked. And, you know, I wasn't playing as a Pact member. But there are a couple of dialogue options, at least early on, where you're talking to a Dunmer about the different Pact races. And I did this once as a Nord, and she had a quest line of dialogue because you're asking her about the races of the Pact. And she had this one line that was like, "Oh, a Nord asking me about their own people. That's hysterical," or something to that effect, and then just went on with the rest of the explanation. And for an Argonian, she has an additional line of dialogue for her Argonian explanation to the effect of, "Also, at one point, my people kept you as slaves. Sorry." It's not much of an apology, but... I do think it's funny. The quest in Somerset with the Whole King does different reaction if you're a Bosmer. I think you might be the bastard child of an Altmer and a Bosmer. I would not be surprised. Also, I wish it was cold here. I live in the southern US right now. Cold is like a foreign concept in the winter. I do not understand. It is very weird. I don't think I like it. Also, Zamorak, what are you doing here?
Tarn sent Zamorak to assist you against the Euraxian officers Saulinia and her assassins. The locals say that a group matching their description passed through here a short time ago. Tarn explained that we seek a hidden Akaviri shrine.
Yeah, Solinia has orders to kill someone they think is the last Dragon Guard.
Saulinia, the assassin who murdered King Hemakar and Queen Numara. Zamorak heard that name often on the day of Euraxia's coup. Perhaps this one can finally get justice for the royal family.
Did you face Captain Solinia back then?
No. Zamorak was guarding Kamira that day. We were far from the palace. Anyway, this one learned that the local crime lord provided Saulinia with guides who know the Scar well. We must hurry if we hope to catch them.
Let's go stop an assassination squad.
The Scar can be a treacherous place, Five Claw, even without the addition of a Nibonese assassination squad. We need to hurry, but we should also proceed with caution.
It's like 10 degrees right now and my walls do not insulate well. Oh dear. Oh dear. Heated blankets are your friendy. I'm somehow sending heat through my webcam. That is what this is. I'm sending heat. Hopefully it helps. Why did Tharn send you to help me?
Truthfully, Zamorak almost refused when Tharn gave the order. This one has only just reclaimed the mantle of King's Claw and was reluctant to leave Queen Kamira's side. But you needed help, and Zamorak was best suited to aid you in this endeavor.
Did Abner Tharn present Prefect Kalo to Kamira?
Yes, but Zamorak isn't sure if anything good will come of their meeting. When this one departed, Queen Kamira and Lord Gareshri were engaged in a heated discussion with Tharn over the risks and benefits of trusting an Imperial.
Ooh. Well, that's a lot. Can we go down this way? I don't know if I can go down this way, but you know what? This is the way we're going. Whoop. Is it the right way down here? All signs point to no. However, this is what we're doing, so... Coming, Zamorak. Okay. Squad is down here. Somewhere. My one issue with the Stitches as an area is that I have issues when it comes to figuring out the elevation of things, to be honest. So half the time I'm like, gee, where does this thing go?
Wait.
What am I supposed to do with this?
It's one of the assassins. They must have passed this way.
Mood. Yeah, like it was bad. It's bad especially for me there's one zone in Final Fantasy XIV that's like a lot of different like elevation things that are going on. Like I fail horribly at that.
The hired guides. Saulinia's work, Zamorak thinks.
Just trying to navigate around there was a pain in the butt. I did not appreciate that. Okay, the shrine should be back.
There is a door behind these stones. Is this the place we seek?
Possibly. Let's go in and find out. Boval Shrine. There's a few places like that in 14. Bloody Moogles. I know, right? The Moogles are adorable. But, dear lord. Kupo. Indeed. Also, I don't know why, E, but my brain just pictured you saying that in, like, the deepest, most monotone voice you were capable of. I don't know why. That is just how my brain interpreted it. They're cute as anything. They will make nice slippers. No! Do not turn the Moogles into slippers. Whoa. Check this out. This is very cool. Okay, how do I get down there?
That door. Not even all of Zamorak's strength and training can budge a magical barrier. Maybe the pedestal.
With a dragon skull. Huh.
The pedestal maintains the magical barrier, but Zamorak does not know how.
Find the dragon guard.
The assassins.
Blood won't be the only thing that stains my blade this day.
Oh, that's Selenia.
The assassins. They stalk the southern passages. We must hurry. There may be another way past this door, deeper in the complex.
Shouldn't we try to open the door?
Whatever has been hiding behind that door for all these years can wait a little longer. We need to deal with the assassins. They are the most pressing threat. That shout we heard. Saulinia and her killers must be close.
She a Garathian Moogle? Well, the monotone one can be Haskell. It's true. It is true. Oh god, maybe. I didn't even consider that.
Traps. They stopped some of the assassins, but not all of them. We must be wary.
Oh! So don't step on that. Good to know. Where the shit? Woo! Okay. Get past those. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Oh, jeez. Fire! Can't we turn this off? What the heck? Fear the foe, heed the teacher. Do what? Foe, this is nonsense. Claws of the adamant, voice of end. Fear the foe, heed the teacher. Move as wind, bend as river. Before victory, there is survival. Hate injury, shun death. Don't know what that means. I didn't even consider the possibility that you need to be Dragonborn to open that. Hi! You're gonna die now, Battle Mage. I will regret precisely nothing. Telko an Rouge Tian. Peace once known, gone from sainted memory. The lessons of great agony, wisdom from behind the stars. We must learn or we must die. Yeah, or at least have the voice, I'm thinking. It's probably it. Which, we're kind of SOL because we do not have access to a Dragonborn.
The assassins.
Or one with the voice. Okay, stepping on that causes fire. That one shoots darts. Okay. Hi! Time to die. Few hundred years too early, though I guess if you really wanted to, you could borrow a Greybeard. I don't even think we have access to them. Oh, jeez. No, don't step on that. That is just painful. That's what that is. What's up in here? I do not need to murder you, but I'm going to anyway. Because there's another tablet back here. If my guess is right, these are going to be significant at some point in the near future anyhow. Devastation is the scream. Miquanofel tet Prinuk, possibly? No talon, no tail, no fang. Devastation is the scream. To sunder stone and armies, keep silence with our foe, let the shout die in the throat. Huh. Parthenax is probably there. It is true, he probably is. Okay. Is there anything else in this direction? I don't think so. Just wall. Okay. Nothing useful. Onward we go. Hi!
You can't hide from us forever, Dragon God.
You couldn't find an Alphecan alabaster, you Roxian dolt.
That was the Dragon God. We're running out of time.
Hi! Oh, nope. Good, he's sassing them, as he should. As he should, really. Journey to endings. Uvyan Jonri Isektor. Seek blessings, grant pardons, journey to endings. No return for we, soldier, hunter, pilgrim, soul and mind falter. What even are these? Like, what do they mean? Are they just like flavor? Do they have a purpose? I do not know the answer to that question. Hopefully we will find out. Hi! You're gonna die now. Also, you look too much like Abner Tharn for comfort. There can be only one. I don't think there's anything this way, but let's see. Oh. Guess who effed up? Did you guess me? Because it me. That bodes well. I know, right? Oop. Okay, down this tunnel we go. This place is a freaking labyrinth. What even? You know, I love the flame whip. But Yeah.
Another maze. We must find a way to the other side.
I skipped a mural? I didn't see one. It is entirely possible. I don't think I did, but we will double back and check. Oh, yes I did. War Hunt Deliverance is this one. Gomhak Road Vu Kenry, possibly? Journey on with many names, War Hunt Deliverance. None take spoil, none seek glory, when kin of gods must die, though more beautiful than we. But what does it mean? What does any of this mean? Is it just flavor? Is there a point? Please do not loot. I mean, I'm gonna do that anyway. I will not apologize for being me. Because I like the shinies. It's an issue. Oh, here another one. Gifts of Death and Fear. Elokfa Ohush Zuri Kessen, possibly. All Dragon Guard remember gifts of death and fear. Our foes endless and proud cannot think as we, only gain, never loss. Huh. Oh, look. Whoa! Okay. Mind the floor. Good to know. Okay, so we're trying to navigate this and failing miserably. I mean, that arrow trap is great if you can lead somebody onto it. You would think. Oh, jeez. I rolled right onto that fire. Go me. Oh, F me. So many Uraxians. Hi. Okay, they're dead. Found another one, Faith in Dust and Stone. Janaidav Song Rukav, I think. Creatures of earth, faith in dust and stone. Fight to live as insects, to hide and strike from shadow. Fear day and open sky. Whoops. I know I don't need to come this way. We're exploring. How's that going, by the way, E? Oh, we have another tablet. It's this one. Kingdoms fall, people wander. Norfa invit kill sok, possibly. No faith outside brethren, kingdoms fall, people wander. Our vigil without end, longer than walls can stand, stronger than thrones. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know, again, if it's just flavor. I don't know if there's a reason for it. Maybe it's just decoration. I do not know. That's possible too. Nope. Don't know what you're doing, but you are not doing it. Found the way out. Excellent.
Once I select a target, it always dies.
I trained to fight dragons. This isn't going to end the way you expect.
I don't know who that dragon guard is, but I like them already, and I have not even met them. Hi. You're going to die now. I hope you don't mind. Another one in Death is the Promise. Netzan Urgendrai Soli, I think. An end comes to all, in Death is the Promise. Battle-weary sword laid down, battle-scarred shield set aside. All shall rest in lasting peace. Eerily poetic.
Now, Dragon Guard, you and your order die.
No. Oh, jeez. No. Hey.
Oh, good. More blood.
Leave off. We got you, dude. Don't worry. We got you. You'll be fine.
I refuse to die near that assassin.
Maybe now the royal family can rest in peace.
Deal with him in just a second. There's another one over here. To wear dread mantle. Ven irodose kan fun. Arm strong, mind full. To wear dread mantle. The gods of our homeland, bled and quartered, taught us exceedingly well. Come over here in the light so I can see Zamorak a bit.
Thank you, Five Claw. With Saulinia dead, maybe the royal family can finally rest in peace. The Dragon God ran through that door, but he was wounded. We should help him.
Are you alright?
Zamorak. There was a heaviness on Zamarak's soul. Now it disperses like sand in the wind. Still, this one promised to find a new path. But these events just returned him to the same one he walked before.
You helped bring the killer of the royal family of Inequina to justice, though.
Yes, but Zamarak believed his previous life of violence caused those deaths. His studies and meditations told him this was so. Now, with Saulinia's death, Zamarak feels lighter. It feels good, but it also feels like a betrayal of the desert wind.
Oh. Oh, I can see that, though. Also, it looks like this is one of those absolute dialogue options I will need your advice on, guys. First, let me read chat. Lead assassin seems to be utterly unaware that all her bodyguards are dying horribly. Can't be that good of an assassin if she needs this many people to back her up. I know, right? Like, what the heck? Also, finished the basic battle rules and rules for character creation. Just need to test a couple of things and then I can set things up for the first playtest. That is exciting! I look forward to hearing more about it. But yes, these dialogue options we have here now. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, Zamorak, or stick to your teachings. Violence shouldn't be the answer. I do not know how to answer. The thing I want to say to him is sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, but at the same time, violence isn't always the answer. And I know this. They're both kind of extreme options, I feel like. And I'm not sure which I feel more. Also, I worry about what these dialogue options mean for this character in the long run. Because I like Zamorak. Like, he has grown on me in the time I've known him. I don't want to F him up too badly. Chibi would say too. What about you guys? What do you think? I do not know how to react to this. And normally it wouldn't really bother me because, you know, it's a dialogue option, but considering how, like, polarizing this is clearly meant to be, I don't want to F up this character. He is a good Khajiit. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Stick to your teachings, Zamorak. Violence shouldn't be the answer. I want to give him hugs.
You are right, Five Claw. Violence is never the best way to solve a problem. It only leads to grief. As the adepts say, when an enemy strikes you on the right, also offer him your left. But these musings are missed. Let us check on the Dragon Guard.
Hopefully the Dragon Guard is not dead. Please do not be dead. Hi, Eris, how are you? Okay, dude is not dead. That's good. I was worried about that.
Oh, damn assassin.
This is also plot relevant, though, Eris, so I don't know how far you've gotten in this, if you've gotten anywhere at all, so perhaps, possibly, turn away for a bit. Because this is definitely plot relevant. Also, I want to bang this gong, but there is not a way for me to do that. The mallet's right there. Let me pick it up. Let me bang this gong. Although probably not with this guy here, because that would probably wind up deafening him. That'd be bad. Especially if he's bleeding out.
Oh, damn assassin. She knew her stuff. I saw her fall, though. Thanks for that. After all these years, why do I suddenly have so much company?
That would certainly be rude. I'm dying, Bog! Yeah, that would be really rude, especially since I'm technically in his place. Okay. Dragons have returned. Euraxia sent the assassin because she thought you knew how to stop them.
I know about the dragons. I sent word to the other sanctuaries.
I thought you were the last of the Dragon Guard.
The last? I didn't think so. But no one else has responded. Maybe. No. I know at least one other is still out there. He'll come. He has to.
Is there really a way to stop the dragons?
Take my ring. It will open the sanctuary. Find the dragon horn. You have to. Have to.
Arland?
May Kenarthi guide you to the sands behind the stars.
Welp. Great. Dude is dead. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this now.
Below. That looks like Prefect Kalo. What is he doing here?
That is a very good question. Let's find out, shall we? How do we get down? I guess I just jump! Kalo? What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy?
Ah, there you are. We came as soon as we could.
Also, the stream didn't drop, did it? Because for a second my phone just decided, hey, we're randomly reconnecting you. And I don't know if the stream died. No, it's fine. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that reassurance. I appreciate that. Also, Chibi, no. No, we are not sacrificing Caleb. We kind of like Caleb. So far, he's probably the best Imperial I have interacted with.
There you are. We came as soon as we could. Were you able to stop Captain Solinia and her assassins?
Well, Selene is dead, but so is the Dragon Guard. Did Chimera accept your terms of alliance?
Both dead? Solinia deserved it. A shame about the Dragon Guard, though. And yes, it took some convincing and Tharn's most diplomatic negotiation tactics, but Queen Chimera has accepted our help. Provisionally.
Tharn's most diplomatic negotiation tactics. You can actually be diplomatic? And not an asshole? News to me. Provisionally?
The Cygnus Irregulars are on probation. For now. Once Queen Chimera sees us in action, I'm sure she'll come around. Until then, I wanted to make sure you are all right. Beating Solinia is no small feat. I'm sorry we lost the Dragon Guard, though.
Well, the Dragon Guard gave me the key to the Sanctuary. We're on our way to retrieve a dragon horn?
A dragon horn? Like the one at Star Haven Auditorium? Huh. Well, if you think this old relic can help, lead the way.
The barrier has fallen. Let us see what awaits within.
Okay, so apparently we did not actually need a Dovahkiin to open this.
Are these the remains of the Dragon Guard?
Whoa. Big. It's a crypt, though. Like, this is impressive and kind of horrifying. Sadly, there is nothing I can loot from anything. I sort of figured, but that's fine.
Books and scrolls. I knew it. Knowledge is power, my friend. You'll see.
He's kind of adorable in that regard. But sadly, you cannot read anything on the actual bookshelves, which is mildly disappointing. Part of me was hoping, but apparently you can still raid the urns, though, at least up here, so that's good. Well, some of the urns, anyway. Can take stew that has been sitting here for gods only know how long. A cooking fire back here. Thieves Guild stuff made me desensitized to looting crypts. I mean, to be fair, crypt looting is sort of what you do most of the time. Trunks at the foot of these some of these beds, but I can't open them. Stew has lots of salt in it. I mean, I would not be surprised. Oh, more tablets, more tablets. For the old Akavir. The old of Akavir. These are both the same, possibly? No faith in blade or shield for the old of Akavir. The song of our first brethren, a weapon for when the need arises, the Inequina Dragonhorn. Huh. Whoa. This is it. I love this. It says, take the Dragonhorn. How am I supposed to take this? Look at how big this is. Look how big this thing is compared to my tiny Bosmer. Okay, like how the hell am I supposed to lift this thing? And where am I stashing it? An old horn inscribed with runes, removed from a larger instrument. Seems to be a portable version.
Such a small thing when compared to the dragons. Still, We should take it to Rimmon, yes?
Okay, so it's just like the end of this horn, but still. Like, you say take the horn. My first thought is taking the entire thing.
I want to take another look at these books. We'll meet you back in Rimmon.
Okay, boys, have fun.
Zamorak will linger as well, to make sure the Imperials find their way back.
Have fun, boys. I am really hoping that when I leave here, there will not be a giant freaking dragon outside. Knowing my luck, there will be a freaking dragon. Hi, I'm Bob, breathes fire. I mean, you would not be too far off. That has happened. Not the fire part, but I've run out of places and there's been like a dragon and it just wants to talk to me. It's always a little weird when that happens. But no dragon. That's good. I could not mentally handle a dragon right now. You know what? I'm just going to port back to Rimmon because I am lazy and I have the gold, so why not? Oh my god, do the thing, E. Do the thing. That would be amazing. You say that as a dragon is headed right to you. I mean, those are optional dragons. I don't have to fight that dragon. Like, it's not a story element. Which I'm kind of grateful for. Oh my god, a dragon character. E, that would be fantastic. I approve. I approve of this. Alright, let's get back up to the palace. And again, Eris, story beats, so you may want to be careful. This is a friendly warning. I know you haven't done this yet. I do not want you to be spoiled. Because I know you've been trying to avoid that. This poor marketplace, I robbed it blind, oh dear. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't done that, because I have, but...
It's happening again. I see a dragon.
Cadwell? Cadwell? What was that about a dragon? Ah, there you are. See to Cadwell, if you would. Then join us in the throne room for the War Council.
Sure. Cadwell, are you okay?
Hello? Is someone there? I appear to be back in my head. Well, my other head. The other head. This is so confusing. Wait. Things are becoming clearer now. Yes, well, there you are. Oh, so good to see you again, my friend.
Cadwell, what did you see?
I saw that nasty orc necromancer, Zumog Foom. He really is a despicable fellow. And there was a dragon, a huge, powerful, eyes as big as a house dragon. They called it Carl Grunteed.
Oh, no.
Champion of the Bound Time.
Oh, no.
How do I know these things?
Did you see or hear anything else?
Well, yes, I did. Seems the ears are as connected as the eyes. They talked about the moons, something about an eclipse and the perfect time to use the gate. I remember something about that from when I was the betrayer, but the details are hazy.
Your memories of your life are returning?
My memory returns in dribs and drabs, but I'm not sure that's a good thing. If I remember anything helpful, though, I'll let you know. Where are my manners? They're waiting for you. Queen Chimera has called another war council in the throne room.
Do you know what the council's meeting about?
Not a clue, but I know one way to find out. Head inside and see what the Cat Queen has to say.
Thank you, Cadwell. That's so helpful. I don't think he is, considering previously he apparently betrayed the entire Khajiit race. So, like, his character was called the Betrayer, and they purposely severed him and scattered his pieces of his body all across Elsweyr. So I don't think that's accurate in this particular case.
The archives were extremely helpful once I found the appropriate documents.
Our moon singers and moon priests have always paid particular attention to detail. What did you learn?
Tharn found documents regarding an ancient agreement with the Dragon Guard. They apparently provided a weapon to use against the dragons.
This relates to the legends of Kunzari and Queen Anequina, yes?
Pardon the interruption, Queen Chimera, but that sounds like the Dragonhorn we found. That Dragon Guard didn't survive, but he gave us the Anequina Dragonhorn.
So this alliance I reluctantly agreed to has borne fruit.
The Cygnus Irregulars assisted, but your agent did the important work.
A weapon from the Dragon Guard. Interesting. Come, Five Claw. I want to hear your report.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. But he can understand dragons. Why do I feel like they made some parts up putting him together? I would not be surprised, to be honest.
Agreeing to an alliance with Imperials. At least it appears this Prefect Kalo assisted you. Tell me what happened out there, Five Claw. I want to hear it from you.
Well, the assassin killed the Dragon Guard, but we did acquire the Anequina Dragonhorn. So, I mean, at least there's that.
So that is the Dragonhorn. It is much smaller than I thought it would be, and it looks fragile. Sound it once and it will probably crumble to dust. What are we supposed to do with such a thing? As always, you have my thanks, Five Claw.
We also apparently get an outfit style out of this, or at least the shoulders. So we'll have to check those out later.
Euraxia hoped to appease the dragons by assassinating the last Dragon Guard of Elsweyr. He died, but at least you acquired the Anequina Dragonhorn and avenged his death. Now if we only knew what to do with the damn thing.
Well, it makes noise like any other horn, right?
I know how a horn works, Five Claw, but this is a relic of ancient magic. I do not want to damage it before we learn the true significance of its power. I will have Tarn do more research. In the meantime, we have another matter to deal with.
Another matter?
Cadwell's visions strike more frequently now, with more urgency. Tarn believes Zumog Foom is close to reassembling Cadwell's dismembered body. I want you to stop him. The betrayer of legend must not be reborn.
I'll find Zumog Foom and stop him from reassembling Cadwell the Betrayer. It feels so weird calling him that. I don't like it.
Abner Tarn checks on Cadwell regularly. Find them and see if they can tell you where Zumog Foom hides. Meanwhile, I will consult with Gareshri. Review the Kunzari stories before we task Tarn with learning more about the Dragonhorn.
Why does everything seem to point back to the legends of Kunzari?
Legends and myths make up a great part of who we are, Five Claw. For the Khajiit, the truth of our stories is the truth, pure and simple. The return of the dragons began with the tales of Kunzari, and I expect it to end there as well.
Is the Dragonhorn part of the story?
No. Kunzari and his company of heroes predate the arrival of the Akaviri and Tamriel. It was the Akaviri who gave rise to the Dragon Guard and revealed the secrets of the Dragonhorn. As I understand it, the Starhaven Dragonhorn was a gift.
A gift?
From the ancient order of the Dragon Guard, if I remember what the adept at Starhaven once told me. I assume the same is true of the Anequina Dragonhorn. It's too bad that Dragon Guard you met did not live long enough to tell you more.
I agree. Okay, so let's see what these look like. As we can preview these things. I don't know what I expected them to look like. This was not it. They're very spiky. I kind of like them, though. Not with this outfit, but I kind of like them. Well, let's go see if we can't find Cadwell and Tharn. And hopefully they can't make him any stranger. I don't know. Hopefully they can't. Oh no. Oh no, he has the glowy eyes.
Hold, varlet! Don't you dare attach that foot to my ankle.
This is Cadwell's longest episode yet. Perhaps I can...
That's it! Time to give you knaves what for.
Bizarre visions. Dismembered bodies. I hate necromancy. Cadwell trusts you, Five Claw. You talk to him.
Who's there? Speak up! I'm about to teach these rapscallions a valuable lesson. And yes, I plan to make it hurt.
Cadwell, it's me. What's going on?
Ah, jolly good. I could use a noble squire for the battle ahead. To battle him. Anyway, Zumok Foom has gathered the dismembered parts of the betrayer's body. I can't allow the necromancer to put me, back together.
Cadwell, what are you seeing? Where is he?
I'm not entirely certain. It's definitely a dark, menacing cavern. Just the sort of place necromancers enjoy hanging around. Oh! Here now! Stop that! Your pardon, noble squire, but I have to go kick myself in the head.
Cadwell, wait!
I'm off to put a stop to these dastardly villains.
Cadwell!
Tarn, can you determine where Cadwell disappeared to?
Can you?
Of all the foolish, idiotic, misguided things that Cadwell has ever done, this may be the worst of them all. He fancies himself a hero, but he's given Zumog Foom exactly what he needed.
What do you mean? Oh, why does Zumog Foom need Cadwell?
I'm no expert on necromancy, but it's obvious that our Cadwell is the last piece Zumog Foom needs to restore the betrayer.
Oh no.
He has all the parts of Cadwell's dismembered body, and now Cadwell has handed him the final component. His very essence.
You mean his soul?
Does a soul shriven have a soul? I have no idea how the philosophy of oblivion accounts for such things, but there must be some kernel of the original Cadwell inside the one we know. It stands to reason. The necromancer would need that as well.
How do we help Cadwell? We don't even know where he went.
I managed to scry Cadwell's portal before it winked out. It connected to an ancient crypt in the Scar, not far from the Stitches. Head there immediately. The rest of us will make preparations and join you as soon as we can.
I'll find his lair in the Scar and meet you there. Apparently we're going back to the Scar. We were literally just there. Apparently we're going back there now. Are we ever going to get to any of the rest of this zone? I accidentally made a very slow paladin a true tank. Is that good or bad if the paladin is very slow? Back after the stitches. The thing is, it's so easy to get absorbed in whatever the main quest is and then like completely forget that side quests are a thing that exists.
Yeah.
Well, the way I had the combo system before, bad. Oh dear. But now it's not bad, so it's okay? Possibly? Okay, this is going to be very painful. I'm aware of this. Fortunately, we kill. Oh, jeez! I'm gonna die. How did I not die? Okay. I'm probably. Oh, jeez! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yep. Dead. That was not entirely intentional. Oh my god. I probably didn't have to come down here at all, did I? It's up there. The thing I need is literally across this bridge. Which means I have to get back up there. Alternatively, can I go this way? No. This way I can go, though. Is the command not working? It should. Command does not seem to be working, though. It should work. I know I have that command. Why is it not being cooperative? Oh my god. I disabled the command. That, top streamer ridiculousness. Streamer ridiculousness right here, you guys. Let's get across this bridge. Looks like Zumog Foom's thing is over this way somewhere. So now we have to go find it. Oh my god. Oh my god! Well, I just made my life infinitely more difficult than it really needs to be. I'm the queen of overcomplicating everything. As am I. I'm very excited for Greymore. I have been very hyped about it since the announcement this afternoon. Indeed. Plus, they're making adjustments like the skill lines, apparently. So that'll be interesting. This way?
You took your time. Let's talk.
I got a little distracted, Abner. Thank you, though.
Travel never used to take this much out of me. Oh well. Now that you're here, we can begin our investigation of the crypt.
Where's Zamorak and Prefect Kalo? I thought they were going to meet us here.
The Adept and the Prefect volunteered to scout ahead. They haven't returned. That means it's up to us. We must stop Zumog Foom from reanimating Cad...
Okay, pause on this for a second. Grim was at therapy. So what is it all about? I know ancient vampire will be a thing. Yes, by the way, confirmation from you. Just do not actually fuck vampires. You can probably get infected. So basically, we are getting access to part of Skyrim that we did not have access to before. So far, the entirety of Skyrim that we have had access to has been contained to, like, these two zones. We're going to get part of it that is, like, over here. Possibly up here as well. I'm not entirely sure. But we're getting access to a part of it that has Solstice, that has Markarth. We're getting like so much of this. I'm very excited. Best news though is that we get to see Lyris again, which I'm very hyped up about, because it's Lyris Titanborn, and Lyris is just amazing. I love Lyris very much. You know what? Let me jump back over to here, because we are chatting at this moment. Yay for the half giant hot stuff. I mean, you're not wrong. I adore Lyris very much. She is amazing. But yes, I'm very excited to see her again. We have not seen her in quite some time, so I am excited. I'm very excited about that. All we really know so far is that there is a vampiric threat that we get to deal with that is going to be up there. We know Lyris's introduction is basically going to involve her murdering things in the zone, which is going to be great, because we run into her while she's being a badass. Which, be still my heart. I love her best when she is killing things. That's her whole thing anyway. It is. It is. But we're going to be working with her and basically trying to figure out what exactly is going on with the vampires in Skyrim. It's going to be a fun time. So we're going to have that part of Skyrim, plus we are actually getting to also see, what was that freaking zone? I was super excited about it earlier, and I'm blanking on the name. Blackreach. Blackreach is what I was blanking on. So that is going to be exciting. I am hyped for that. Apparently, they're interpreting Blackreach as like existing underneath the entirety of Skyrim. So we get to see a larger chunk of it than we had access to in Elder Scrolls V, which I'm hyped about because that was pretty. Just punch them with the power of Sunshine Kung Fu or the angriest Japanese child. I mean, you could theoretically do the thing. You could. Grim joked about the Dawn Guard this morning, but didn't think it was actually going to be a thing. We have no actual confirmation regarding the Dawn Guard at this point in time. I'm kind of hopeful we'll get to see a form of them now that, we have vampires confirmed, but I am not 100% sure. We can but hope. She's beauty, she's grace, she can punch me in the face, send me through a wall in the process. Yes. Yes. So they gave us the cinematic earlier today, which you can find that on their YouTube channel. And you guys should definitely go see that if you have not yet. There's no spoilers for current content in that, so it is safe. But I am excited, because first of all, that cinematic was freaking gorgeous. Okay, that cinematic was beautiful. I made sounds only dogs could hear when I saw Lyris. So, there was that. What if this is the Dawn Guard origin story? I don't know, but that is an interesting thought. I'm very curious. They have the Dragon Guard, which is essentially the Blade, so maybe under a new name. Also a possibility. Oh my god, wait, yeah, you're right, I think you are. I think it is, now that I think about it. I did some research on the not the Dragon Guard, on the Dawn Guard, back when I was actually playing that part of Skyrim, because they really intrigued me. And that does sound about right. I will need to double check my lore understanding, because I don't remember off the top of my head, but that does sound about right. Like, maybe We are responsible for, like, the origin of the Dawn Guard or something. I don't know. I'm very curious as to how this is going to go, though. Master hasn't played an Elder Scrolls game since 2013. I mean, the only reason why any of the Skyrim lore is even remotely fresh in my mind is that, like, a year ago, I was still playing Skyrim for the first time. It's within a 20-year span of what we're playing in. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Let's see, what else? What else? Even if we don't, we probably lay the foundations. Oh, it's possible. It is possible. I'm kind of excited by this thought now. I kind of want it to be. To be fair, you completed the whole thing. I mean, technically, yes. I did do a lot in Skyrim. It's such a cool game, though. I'm very glad you guys convinced me to play that, by the way. That was some of the most fun I've had in a while. At least we're not playing Elder Scrolls Blades. Also true. Although I haven't actually played it. Maybe it's okay. I do not know. I am just... Joke apparently has a kernel of truth. The funny thing is that before the announcement happened today, the Twitter sphere was speculating on like what exactly the Dark Heart of Skyrim was actually going to be. And I didn't want to speculate because I didn't before today because I didn't want to be wrong. And I did not want to be disappointed. But now that that's like, okay, we have a vague idea of what's going on, my brain is like, ooh, maybe Drakengard? Not Drakengard, maybe Dawnguard? Ooh, maybe this? Ooh, maybe this? I'm like, brain, stop this. You do not want to be disappointed when we actually get to the thing. Because if you're wrong, then you will be sad about it. Oh, apparently Blades is terrible. Timers and loot boxes all in a mobile game. That sounds like hell. That sounds like hell. At least we're also not playing Fallout 76. Speaking of, did they ever fix the bobby pin issue? I'm very curious. Do you think I could get through all the content by May, Thai? Depends. Possibly. You technically don't need to go through all the content. Just, you know, your faction story, everything in Cold Harbor. Potentially Clockwork City if you really want to. Because that does set the foundation for Somerset. Morrowind if you haven't done that yet. Somerset. And then Elsweyr. You could, I mean, theoretically, if you play a lot of it, you could potentially get through all of it. See, Blades is better than it was, but it's still bad. I actually haven't touched it, so I do not know. They didn't fix the issue. Oh, dear Lord. Hackers stealing other players' inventory or hackers spawning Fallout 4 assets. Oh my god. Why do people do this? Why do people do this? I do not know. I do not know. Yumi needs to do Morrowind because they want the Telvanni mage personality. Which, is that a thing I have? Maybe a thing I have. I don't tend to actually utilize the personality as much if I have them unlocked. Even though I could. I do have the Telvanni Magister. I couldn't remember if that was a thing I had or not. Fallout 76 was a terrible idea and one of the worst games for 2018 and 2019. I would not be surprised. Um, Grim is waiting for a Skywind demo? The Skywind demo this year. What is that exactly? Head tilt of confusion. Because I do not recognize that. Also need to do the Chivos to buy my dream house. Yes, do the thing. Housing is grand. Skywind, Oblivion Morrowind remake mod for Skyrim. Huh. I'm kind of curious about that now. I will be honest. Because Oblivion is one of those things I was trying to get my computer to cooperate and let me stream. But every time I tried, it just refused to. Like, everything constantly went into the hyperspeed. Or ludicrous speed mode, and I have no idea why. They have the assets, just reformatting the quests and making the maps. Interesting. I may need to reinstall Skyrim just to check that out if that works. Because I will be honest, I'm very curious. Hopefully it lives. I do not know. Demo is on track for summer. That's fun. Should do that and play the Morrowind version. I am intrigued. I am very interested to see what exactly is going to happen. I hope all of you guys are excited, or as excited as I am, because I swear once it actually comes out, I'm like, that is all my Discord is going to be for like a week, for like the weeks leading up to launch. It's just going to be me flailing and posting Skyrim pictures, probably. So just a fair warning. They've apparently released some of the concept art for the dungeons that we have coming up for like the first part of the Dark Heart storyline. So if I can find them, I will repost them into the Discord because they are freaking gorgeous. I've at least seen one. For which dungeon was it? Harrow Storm, I think. Which it actually hits the PTS on the 20th. It hits the PTS on Monday. That is insane. Like, that is just insane to me. But I'm looking forward to it. It's up on their Twitter. Ooh, excellent. Excellent. I will definitely copy and paste. Because they are very pretty. And I am excited. Let's be real. I am very excited. Especially since ESO concept art tends to be freaking gorgeous. Don't know if you guys have noticed. It's just, I think their concept art is beautiful. So, I want an ESO concept art book. That needs to be a thing. That really needs to be a thing. Also, unrelated to anything, I'm still kind of laughing a bit over some of the collector's edition stuff. More specifically, some of the emotes. Just because apparently there's going to be an arrow to the knee emote. I don't know why. It's going to be a thing. That is apparently, I think, just like a collector's edition thing. Which I find hysterical. Oh, okay, here we go. I actually found the CE page. So, hold on. Let me just... Yeah, okay. So, because we're flailing about Greymore some. So Greymore is definitely the name of the next expansion, which is very exciting. Pre-purchase includes a costume called the Jarl Finery, a pet, the Sacrificial Pocket Mammoth, which the description of this, by the way, though the arcane markings indicate its status as a sacrificial offering, these creatures often end up trundling along after soft-hearted souls like yourself. The name is Sacrificial Pocket Mammoth. I can't not acquire a pocket mammoth that is sacrificial. That is just the theme of this channel. Let's be real. I tend to sacrifice a lot of people. It is a thing. I kind of need this. We're also... It just runs at every mob and dies. I will cry. I will cry if that actually happens. Also, hello, Ocho. Let's see. We also get a preview of a new crown crate, the Nightfall crate. We get Western Skyrim treasure maps, which is a thing. An adornment called the Jarl Crown. XP scrolls. And additionally, if you pre-purchase digitally, we instantly unlock a mount called the Holdbreaker Warhorse. So let me see if I can't get to a shiny, somewhat lighter area. I don't think I can right now because it's late in game. But there is a preview of it, I believe, in the store. In the Crown store. Let me see if I can't find this thing. Because the pre-purchase is up, by the way, in the Crown store, if you did not know. Let me flip on over here. So this is the Holdbreaker Warhorse. This is the best lighting I can really manage. I apologize. But I like the helmet. It does have like the ram horn shape that you saw in like all the cons on like the Dragonborn stuff from Skyrim. This is what it looks like when you max out everything, by the way. Stamina, speed, and your inventory. I kind of love the packs on the side there. I'm not a huge fan of the ram horns, but I do enjoy the rest of this mount. Horse armor seems appropriate. I agree. Let's see. I can't preview the Jarl Finery, sadly. I can't preview, like, these pocket things. We get a crown. This collector's edition also comes with a thing called a Death Hound. Which, can we just talk about this flavor text for a second? Occasionally, one grows tired of the crush of humanity. To that end, I bought this Death Hound. Now I cannot enter most taverns, but I also don't have people crowding my space. Felden Faden, Explorer. What is a Death Hound, and should I be concerned? It's a beautiful hell pupper, oh dear. I have concerns about that. We also get the Orb of Magnus. This is a memento. Vampirism and sunlight just don't mix. Hide from the oppressive light of Magnus with this memento. We get a Crypt Warden Death Hound, which is also a minion. Sword Thane conversion, which basically you can convert your gear to the Sword Thane style. And an emote pack that includes Arrow to the Knee, Missing Sweet Roll, and Ragnar the Red, which is where the instrument comes in. The physical collector's editions also have some additional shiny things. But knowing me, what's that orb? The Orb of Magnus. We don't really know. Right now, I can't really preview it, so I'm not entirely sure. The flavor text literally just reads, vampirism and sunlight just don't mix. Hide from the oppressive light of Magnus with this memento. That is all I have. So I do not know. We may get more information the closer we get to launch, but right now, I don't know. Again, I don't know. They are redoing some stuff with the vampire skill line, but past that, I don't know what they're changing. Right now, I don't think they do. They just take extra damage from fire. When they revamp the skill line, I don't know what they're gonna do. It will be interesting to see, though. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it, though. I'm kind of excited. Hopefully it'll be fun anyway. I, again, don't know, really. Extra fire damage and reduced health regen. Thank you, Eris. I actually don't run vampire on any of my characters. I theoretically could. I just don't. Reduced cost on vampire abilities. That sounds useful. Eris does indeed have a vampire. Hopefully it's not a MacGuffin that negates daytime negative effects or something only being available in the collector's edition. I don't think so. Given that it's just like a memento and you can't use the mementos all the time constantly, I'm going to go with no. Yeah, they're basically just like special emotes. They have no real impact on anything. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, Ocha. They've given us some shiny stuff with like collector's editions before, but nothing that would be completely game breaking. Cool looking, they would definitely do. Like, for example, like with the collector's edition for Elsweyr, we got a thing that was basically us putting the Wrathstone tablet back together. And that was literally all it did. It just looked cool. So it again, it has no real bearing on much of anything. Just there to look pretty. They are actually giving us a physical collector's edition this time, which is kind of surprising, because they definitely didn't with Elsweyr, but a lot of people were upset about there not being a physical collector's edition, so I guess that's why we get the physical one this time, if we're so inclined to acquire it. I've actually, believe it or not, I've never gotten a physical collector's edition of anything before. Mainly because they always tend to be so expensive. I don't know, it's Bethesda, and they've done some store shady stuff like that in the past. I just wouldn't put stuff like that past them. Well, you also have to keep in mind with the game, it's not, with ESO in particular, it's not just a Bethesda thing, it's also a ZeniMax thing. And I feel like ZeniMax has slightly more control over it than Bethesda does. But that might just be me. I don't know. I actually do not know what company like the devs and the community team is even on. I don't know what payroll they're on. I have no clue. Thank you, Grim. Much appreciated. Only physical collector's editions I've gotten was for City of Heroes and City of Villains, which no longer exists, but I still have the box stuff. Like, in that regard, I feel like that's the sort of thing you'd want to keep anyway. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I am very excited to check out all this stuff, though. It'll be fun, I think. Ocho has the box for Shroud of the Avatar, but that's about as far as collector's editions go. ZeniMax just licenses ESO, I think. That is a possibility. I actually wound up getting like the digital collector's edition for Elsweyr because there were things I really wanted in there. I think if I was going to do a collector's edition again, it would probably be the digital one. If only because the physical collector's editions, again, cost a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money right now, so not a thing I can really spring for, or justify spending the money on. But I am kind of curious just because of some of the physical stuff that comes with it. I don't know, maybe I can spring for it at some point, but I don't know. There's nothing that really excited me from the presentation. I still get the non-dungeons and play them, though, just because their stories are surprisingly good. They are. I'm really curious as to what exactly is going on, so. He used to like getting collector's editions, but now just prefers digital ones because physical items take up too much space. Plus, they have effects in-game. It's true. It's true. And, you know, this being me, I like the shinies. So, the digital ones are slightly more important to me than the physical ones. So, if I can justify it, I'd probably be dropping some money on the digital collectors for this one. But I don't know yet. We will have to see. I will need to do some budgeting and see if I can justify it. Also, grappling hook. Yes. Yes. I don't know if that's just going to be for those dungeons or if it's going to be like a thing you get to use outside of it. We get a grappling hook in Elsweyr. I have not seen a grappling hook in Elsweyr yet. Yeah, some of the previews they were showing for the dungeons involved a first-person look at a grappling hook being used. We have confirmed grappling hook. I'm very excited. Must be. Must be. Yeah, I haven't gotten too far into the Elsweyr stuff yet. We have a lot going on, and I'm not going to say more because I do not want to spoil for some people in chat. I am envious, Eris. I am very envious.
The web attack! Huh? Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
I did not. You would think I would, considering how often E pulls that out. That said, though, guys, it is late, and it is time for me to start wrapping things up. I will be hanging out in the Discord, however, so we can definitely keep flailing about stuff in there. Plus, it is also very easy to hide spoilers in there, which is the bonus to Discord. So, I am more than willing to keep flailing about potential spoiler things and whatnot with you guys. I do ask that if spoilers are mentioned for Elsweyr, like any of the current content, we just keep that behind spoiler tags to be safe. But, yes, that is it. E is getting strategic with the Wabbajack. Oh, gasp. And the Wasabi Jack, too. I am impressed. I am very impressed. I mean, if it were me, I'd be flailing with them a lot. This is why you don't give me things like that. I would abuse them. I feel like that would be very useful right now, actually.
Wonderful! Time for a celebration! Cheese!
flies for everyone!
It's the whole point of the Wabbajack. It is true. It is true. But yes, I'm more than happy to keep the conversation going in Discord. If you guys are not part of the Discord already, you should totally come and join us. Oh god, the honking. The honking has begun. I still don't have a sound effect for that. One day, there will be a sound effect to accompany that. That reminds me, I still need to post a picture in the Discord of that note page. I will get on that. But yes, as we wind down, if you guys are new around here and you enjoyed this and want to participate in more flailing or, see more streaming, there is a heart-shaped button up in that corner that you guys can click on, and if you turn notifications on, you will find out when we're live next. Next stream is Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, where we're playing some Stardew Valley, and Stardew is where the corn reference comes from, by the way, in case you were wondering. We will probably be flailing in the Discord a bit more about Dark Heart of Skyrim stuff. Again, spoilers, please put that stuff behind a tag. But if you're not part of the Discord yet and you'd like to be, please feel free to follow that link. Come and join us. There's links in the panels down below as well. But yes, please feel free to come and say hello. I promise you, the majority of us do not bite. Most of us, anyway. You are welcome, guys. Many, many hearts. Many hearts for you all. Because you are all awesome. Antu definitely might bite. Antu might. But that's also Antu. I feel like we should all kind of expect that by now. Again, it's Antu. So, but yes, I will see you all in the Discord after this. But for any of you all, you guys, the rest of you, or all of you rather, you have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. I will see you all again on Sunday. Good night, guys. Bye.